Okay, so now as far as the procedure when we give scores, the three judges just watched a competitor do their routine, or they watched all the competitors do their form, and then they're going to be giving out scores. When they hold up their scores, 9.99, 9.95, 9.97, they say it out loud, and or the scorekeeper says that out loud. And they have a simple chart. Of course, their page looks a little differently than this, but all the competitors' names, and then they can write down their scores across the line, and then we add them up. So those three scores kind of help keep everything in balance. And the idea is that the judges have to stay within a few points of each other. So whoever is the middle score, the other two judges are supposed to stay within 0.2 of a point or hundredths of a point from them, either higher or lower, depending on what they thought that competitor, how they did, what their placement was. And that's called relative scoring. So a lot of times at tournaments, you'll see judges holding up their score. For example, if we had this, then Mr. Wilson's the middle scorer. Mr. Brown is 2 points lower than him. I am 2 points higher. Maybe I thought that person was the best one. He thought they maybe weren't as good. He thought they were kind of in the middle. So these scores would be fine because that's the middle score and we're within 2 points on either side. Sometimes the judges have to make an adjustment to keep it fair. What this does is very important. It keeps one judge from messing up the scores because they're biased, or they're a bad judge, or maybe they're leaning towards people that are doing the same style as them. We don't ever want that to happen, but this type of relative scoring prevents that in a little bit more of an important way. Because if I thought, well, this person was really awesome, just because I'm uneducated, I'm not a good judge, and I thought, well, they're doing my style, I'm going to give them a high score. That's not the right way to score. That's not the right thought process. But if I were to do that, and then these guys thought that competitor was not very good at all, and maybe they're giving 9.91s or 9.2s, my score is so much higher that maybe I changed who won the division just because of my own bias and my own issues, okay? And the reverse could be said. If I don't like something, or if I had a bias against that, we don't want that to happen. But if it weren't, I gave a super low score, and the other two judges were pretty close to each other, they don't want my score and my problematic judging affecting the results. I would have to bring up my scores to be within 2 points of the middle person or the lowest person there. Okay, so that's how the judging goes with the scores. So when you see judges flipping the cards and arranging their scores to get it right, the goal with the relative scoring is keeping one judge from making bad choices and affecting the rest of the group. We want to be as fair as possible and as balanced as possible. Hope this gives you good insight.